Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode of the Artenders with Mac and Dan. I am Dan, he is Mac.
Howdy.
Yes, we have a setup going on because we're doing a tier list. Now, Mac and I agreed to do a sort of tier list in order to celebrate the year one of Artenders. How many years are we going to do this? No idea. We can end tomorrow.
Yeah, true. This could be the last episode.
Yeah. But we decided, hey, we want to do a tier list. That would be fun. Now, this is a tier list that we are working on together. Mac and I have made our own separate tier list that we're probably going to bring up some things that we put in our respective tier lists while we're doing this one. We have no idea.
Nice voice crack.
Thank you. We have no idea how long this is going to be, but we have pulled up our tier list. Yeah. We have each individual episode right here in alphabetical order, but we're going to be putting them on the list in release order, right? So just to explain each section of the tier list, or at least how I view it, I'm curious about how you view it. I think S rank is perfect. It just can it would be better not even to touch it in any regard. A is an excellent, where it may have a few tweaks in it, but overall it's fantastic.
Yeah.
B is like, this is good. I have a good time consuming this. I enjoy it, but like there's some more obvious problems that like maybe Mac and I have like talked through that maybe it's worth acknowledging, but like overall it is a good time. It's worth recommending. C is average, that we could still enjoy anything in C, but we're like, okay, like this has some issues that like, or maybe it's like it's just average, right? Like we could still enjoy something that's average,
but you wouldn't necessarily watch it again.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, it was fine.
Yeah, but typically like we could still recommend something that's in C. D is like not good. It's a little bit trickier to recommend. We may recommend something that's in the D category, but it requires some context. It just depends. So D is typically not good. And E is just bad.
It's fucking bad.
We don't have an F because luckily, and I felt safe doing this as well, none of the stuff that we reviewed was F. None of the stuff that we reviewed was, this is objectively bad, not even worth your time.
And honestly, E isn't like the worst things on our list are still not that bad.
Right. But
we were easy on ourselves. We need to do more hate watches
for sure. Time. But for sure, E is probably going to be stuff if it's more than one things. Where we wouldn't recommend, and if we do recommend it, it's for a very specific reason.
Yeah.
But like generally not good, not really worth their time.
Yeah.
Consume something else.
What I usually,
but not bad, but like certainly not good.
What I did in terms of the lists is that I just did my lists acting like S wasn't even something I could use, and just left it blank. And then once I was done with the lists, then I pulled things into S if I felt like they needed to be there.
I see.
You know what I mean?
So
because I agree with you that it should be a little more coveted than just really, really good stuff. Yeah. It should be the best.
Yes, I agree. And I think for me the exploration was okay. I know a few, like I know like this has to be S. Okay, this is probably like a B. This is probably an E. And then like if I didn't know, then I'm like, okay, it's better than this, but it's worse than this. So like it just sticks there.
Yeah.
So let us begin with, we can start on a technicality, but let's start for real. Like if you just started the podcast, from the very beginning, you don't have to, but you start with Seven Samurai. Now in my tier list, I have Seven Samurai in B tier. I think it's great, but it's a long film, and it has aged, and even though it's still enjoyable, and still recommendable, and still like just a classy film, it's hard to be like great, No,
I don't actually. I think Seven Samurai is really, really fucking good.
It is.
Yeah. But I'm saying that I was entertained the entire time.
Okay.
Like it never dipped for me.
Gotcha.
It was 3.5 hours of, damn, nice.
Yeah.
Not an S, but I put it A.
Okay.
I think that's one of the better things that we have reviewed.
I can be talked into putting.
Really? Actually?
Yeah. I'm willing.
Okay.
Like I think there are some that we're gonna like. No, I'm gonna die on this hill. But like
that's what I'm about to say. So I feel like this is you giving me this one because you know that you need things later.
Maybe, but it's also like I was looking at it too with like today's sensibilities. Like it's a long film. It's like a slow burner for a lot of it. And even though a lot of it is fantastic, it's like it's tricky. It's a product of its time.
I'd say yes. I do think it is a kind of a product of its time. In the same token, though, in the same breath, I think is what I mean, is that I think in terms of 3.5-hour movies, this is as good as it can possibly get.
Gotcha.
Like, if you were to take anything else we watched and make it a 3.5-hour experience, it would be like leagues below Seven Samurai.
And the intermission was a plus.
The intermission actually aided.
Yeah, I went out for a coffee break. It was great, and then I came back and I'm like, let's do this.
That was one of the most well-placed intermissions I can think of.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I never actually... every time that there's an intermission, I'm like, you've just halted the story. I don't give a shit. Get me out of here faster.
Yeah.
But that actually was very helpful.
Yeah.
And the actors are some of the best actors that we've reviewed.
Yeah, for sure. Next one is going to be John Coltrane's Alabama. For this piece, I actually put it in the A tier. But in the A tier because of what it represents, and for it being like a 3-minute song, it has so much packed into it and so much context and just like what it holds.
Yeah.
And like how it's been preserved, I think it's worthy of an A tier.
Funny enough, I put it B tier originally. I could be talking to A tier. Right back at you.
Okay. Have you been officially talked into A tier?
Yeah. I've been sorry.
I mean, because like both of those two are like borderline A, B.
Right. They're in the same region.
And we may adjust this tier list a little bit later on. But let's. I think it's. But now that I think about it, even though originally, I think in the context of us, in the context of the U.S., I think John Coltrane's Alabama is better because of just what it has. And then maybe like Kurosawa's Seven Samurai is more impactful on film.
Like John Coltrane's Alabama does require a bit of context. Does it needing that context bring it down?
No.
It is.
So is it better than Seven Samurai?
No. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I Am Not Your Negro, a documentary based off of the writings.
God, I forgot. Last summer was a long ass summer.
It was also a very intensive summer.
Yeah, it was. Jesus.
But this, I placed it in the A tier.
I did too.
I placed it actually above Alabama.
I placed it above Alabama as well.
Yeah, because I find it just to be more impactful. Okay.
I didn't know that you were making lists within the lists.
I was making.
I thought you were just like I thought that you were.
Oh no! I had this bitch in order.
Oh what? Okay, that just made this a whole lot harder. Okay.
Yeah. So we both
agree.
Put them in
the categories and then list them within the categories.
Correct.
Fuck me. Okay.
I had it entirely in order, so I think it's better than Alabama. Is it better than Seven Samurai? Oh God, I don't think so. Because here's the thing also, like, I really enjoyed the documentary, and the documentary is powerful. I remember more about Seven Samurai than I do this documentary.
I agree with that, as well as what makes the documentary so good is James Baldwin.
Yeah.
And the people in the documentary, not the documentary itself. So I have put this in tier A, not because of the documentary, but because of James Baldwin.
Yeah. Because of like what James Baldwin did in the past and how they did it in this documentary was good, but not because of what the documentary, whatever new stuff happened as well. It just happened to be new because it was like not technically released writings. Okay. After that was the book 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is a selection that I put in B tier. I think it's a fun romp, but nothing to take too seriously. I think it's a good watch and a great start into the series, but I wouldn't consider it fantastic.
I should put it C tier.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but I could see how it's B tier.
Because like C tier is like average. So I mean, I guess because like it's finding its footing.
Yeah, I remember that being something that you talked about a lot with season 1, is that you would not place it as one of your best seasons because
how much setup is.
Yeah, it's
one of those seasons that like it's better when you look at the entirety of the show.
Right.
So I mean, we have to look at it both ways. We have to look at it on its own in a vacuum, and then as an entirety. in the context of the show. So like in the entirety, in the context of the show, I think it's a B tier. I think in a vacuum, it is a C tier.
So what should we do?
I think it's upper C tier.
I think it's upper C tier as well.
Yeah. Because like what's probably going to happen, it's going to be like borderline B, C tier, but it rides the line more so on C because it's just like, is it creative? Yes. Is it wonderful? Yes. Does it have fun exploration? Yes, absolutely. It's also like kind of generic in its first season in terms of storytelling.
Yeah. It didn't become Avatar: The Last Airbender in its first season
until book 2. But before we get to book 2, we have the Florida Project. I believe I originally put this movie, in the C tier. I think it's a great movie. But like it's kind of forgettable, even though I still think Willem Dafoe's performance in it is great. And it's a colorful, wonderful, sad movie.
I put this at the bottom of B tier. Mm-hmm. So I would be happy putting it in C tier.
I think for me, then I think it still belongs in C tier, but I think it would be above Avatar.
I agree.
Okay. All right, next one's gonna be book 2 for Avatar. I think I originally put this in the middle of A tier. I think I was so
Damn.
And maybe it was like low expectations at the time, but I have such fond memories of book 2 that I'm like, this is like payoff for most, if not all, of like season 1. And so then the problem with season 3, it was like too much payoff that they just didn't write it well, but it was like just enough of like new information, new stories, new characters, as well as a great amount of payoff from the first season. I think the weakest part of book 2 is like Azula. I don't think Azula is developed enough for the screen time that we get with her. And so like that's a shame, but I think like Zuko's progression in this season is really well done.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed when they took Appa out of the equation and what that did to the characters.
Yeah.
I think and it became a lot more of a narrative-driven show as opposed to each episode is its own story. In this season,
I might debate for top of B tier.
Okay,
I might debate for top of B tier,
right.
Purely because I do agree that book 2. You've talked me into it.
Book 2 is definitely better than book 1.
Book 2 is way better than book 1.
Yeah.
Book 2 is fantastic.
Yeah. And the animation is better too. You can see that the animation is better.
It's amazing. But I don't think that Avatar as a series, if book 2 is going to be the top of the best thing that Avatar made, I don't think that Avatar as a series belongs in A tier alongside those other things. Like I agree that like in our minds at like book 2 is 2 tiers above book 1. But I don't think that it is A tier quality.
I'm with you there, as you can see with my placement. Next up, we have Oxenfree.
Oh gosh,
S tier.
You put Oxenfree S tier?
I think the storytelling of this game is brilliant, and it's the fact that like you and I had different experiences.
We did
through the story.
That's true,
and they were both fantastic.
That's true.
It's a testament to the acting. It's a testament to the writing. It's a testament to the pacing. It's not very long of a game either. But it's like, think of it like an extended movie. And like you are experiencing it too. That you have. I mean, it's nothing too insanely creative, but it is at the same time that you have these like text options, and so you are like choosing your own path. You're choosing your own story. That like in the second half, I went with Jonah, and you went with a different character.
I can't remember, but yeah.
But like, so providing 2 completely different experiences, and yet we were still impacted in our own separate ways, and we played the same fucking game. We played the same game. And we had the realization in the middle of our episode, oh my God, wait, no, your second half and my second half were completely different.
That was a big thing. That was really, really fun.
And like not everything in this tier list is something that like, or that we reviewed in the past year that like, I really want to revisit, but I really want to revisit Oxenfree. I want to have that experience again. And I think I can because for a lot of these, you're going to have the same experience. You may notice a few things, but you're going to have the same experience. With Oxenfree, you can have an entirely new experience in terms of the story.
That's true. I think that, like, I don't know. The reason that I'm willing to put it really high is the fact that it was an app.
I like there's some minus points to the fact that, but like it's
No,
available on other platforms.
No, I'm saying that that's why it's so high.
I see. Oh.
Because that is a better app experience than any other app I've ever played a game on.
Yeah.
It is unreal how good of a gaming experience you can get via an app.
Yeah.
I might say, I don't know about S. You think this was like one of the best things that we reviewed?
I'm dead serious.
And you're willing to die on that hill?
I will die on this hill.
S it is. All right. Wow.
Because I was like, it was one of those things that like sometimes
S-tier.
like when you consume something and when you're done, you're shook for like the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
And like I had that feeling.
Sure.
And I can't say that for a lot of the stuff that we reviewed.
Yeah.
All right. After that was book 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, D tier. It was not good. It was not good. It was not good. It's only it's not it's not E tier because I had a couple like a good moments and it was like it did like wrap the series up with a bow. But holy shit, that pacing was bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Yes, it
wasn't that bad.
And just like shoving in characters that totally didn't belong. It was just like, let's make everything feel good.
I feel like
and then the pacing in the second half was awful because then it was just like Zuko and this character, and that's like an episode. And just like, no, like clear, like Zuko is not like a real member or like a part of this group. You're just shoving him in there.
No, I feel like that's what she said. I feel like I don't know. I think it's a lot because you like I really talked at the third season to you that whenever you came across third season, you were like your expectations were just so much higher.
Well,
than
I think also after the second season, I was like, this show is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then for like the first half of the season, it sort of meandered a little bit. And then once the half hit when it was the solar eclipse battle, and then they just didn't have the room in the second half. Yeah. It also housed 2 of the worst episodes in the entire series. Coincidentally, both of them on Emperor Island. The one being Emperor Island players and the other one being like the bad guys are on Emperor Island. Yeah, those are really bad episodes. Genuinely bad episodes.
I don't think they're that bad.
I really think they're bad.
Ember Island players, I agree.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Not a big fan of it.
And there's no
I understand why they put it there.
Actual development.
Not a big fan of it.
In the episode with the 4 bad crew on Ember Island. There's no meaningful development for them at all. That episode was a waste of time. And when it's like, oh, so you didn't have any time in the second half, but you chose to have this episode. What the fuck?
Right. It did really bring to light a lot of the issues that the writers had, but you are willing to admit it was a lot of you thinking that it was bad is because of what the first season and the second season gave you.
Yeah.
Then are you willing to put it at the bottom of C?
We can revisit it later, but for now, I'm willing to put it at the bottom of C.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Once we're done, we'll definitely go through everything, and we'll have to make some final shifts. Okay, 42.
Next up is 42.
Jackie Robinson.
I put this in C tier. I think it's an okay movie. The only good part about this movie is Chadwick Boseman.
Yep, totally agree.
All right, cool. I think it's better than book 3, but it's not better than book 1.
Agreed.
All right, cool. That was easy. Next one, we have The Legend of Korra. I believe...
You put this way higher than I did, I promise.
I'm sure I did. I put it in B tier. I think it's worse than book 2, but I do think it's better than book 1. Like, we're looking at it as a whole.
Do you think it's better than the Florida Project?
Yeah.
Weird to frame it that way, right?
Yeah, it's a good way to frame it. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Korra, I mean, like season 2 isn't that great, but what I enjoy about Korra is I still feel like it tries to do everything different from Avatar, but in the same setting. And I think it does all those different things well. I think the trap for Korra is that if you expect more Avatar, then you're going to be disappointed. Because
which is why we were disappointed.
Yeah. And so, and that's the big thing about that show. That's like, it's a trap. Once again, I still don't think season 2 is that good. I don't think the character relationships are that memorable as opposed to like the original series, but I think in dramatic storytelling, it's better. It is a better show
than Florida Project.
No, than Avatar. Just compare it.
I see. Okay.
Just compare the two shows. Now, is it better at dramatic storytelling than the Florida Project? Probably not.
I'm proposing that we put it in between Florida Project and season 1.
Okay, I'm with that.
Okay, good.
I think. Well, where did you originally put it in? C tier?
D tier. Which is So I think that this is a pretty good bargain, Mister.
Okay, you're gonna be surprised by this one. So
I might not be. No. I think you're gonna be surprised by this one.
I put it in S tier.
I put S tier too.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's better than Oxenfree though.
Really?
I think it's more surprising. Sure. Wow. I don't think it's a better. Oh shit! Hold on. I mean,
this is my only thing.
Yeah.
The second that I thought about it, I went back to whenever we recorded the episode.
Uh-huh.
The thing that makes the Bob emergency more special.
We couldn't say a bad thing about it.
That's exactly right.
You're right. You're so right.
I literally can't think of a thing to change.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yep.
That was, but like it was also towards like the beginning of like our stuff, but no. Yeah, we could not think of a bad thing.
That's it. Simply,
you're right.
We peaked.
Yeah. Rowan Atkinson.
I can't remember if I put him A or B.
I put him in C.
Okay.
I think I found, at least relative to what we have there,
sure.
I found it better than 42 and Avatar Book 3, but yeah, not as good as Book 1.
You know what?
Avatar.
I'll take that. Go ahead and put it there.
All right. Still like really funny, but like
some fantastic.
Some of it has an age, but like it's just like it's old. I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know. Like it's still good. Right. Like it's still recommended. Like C tier is still recommendable stuff.
Yes.
You know. But it's like it's not a must watch.
Agreed.
Right after that is Brother Bear, also in C tier. I put it also in C tier.
I put it at the top of D.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to hear you.
I gotta say with Brother Bear, my thing is that you forget, but half the movie is traveling montage.
Gosh, you're right.
And that's really to its detriment.
Yeah. There's not a lot of movie.
But the movie you get is splendid.
But it's really confusing because just like, where's like the rest of the story?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's some conflict, but it's pretty much like they introduce it, they just wait a moment, and then they solve it.
Yeah, it's a fun romp, but it's like it's not. Yeah. There's a lot of like issues.
I like romp.
I do think it's better than Book 3 of Avatar.
Sure,
but I want. What do you think?
How about that? Right above Book 3 Avatar.
Okay. But like, I agree with your assessment.
Sweet. Then yeah.
Oh, Interstellar 5.5.
Oh, dude.
There's some bias. I'm willing to admit.
Oh,
because I put it in A tier.
I'm not biased.
Okay.
I'm not biased, and I'm willing to say that Interstellar 5.5 is one of the most impressive things that we reviewed.
Yeah.
Because it is the only thing that we reviewed that, upon hearing the concept,
you're like, that can't work.
Was like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's not going to be that good.
Yeah.
And then ended up being really spectacular.
Yeah, in a weird way. Like, still some issues in it. Yeah, but like, it was like, whoa, I didn't expect this to be so impressive.
Yeah. I'm definitely willing to say
part of it is surprise factor. Part of it is like, it's actually just good. Like, once you're sold on the concept, then you're like, and you allow it, it's great. So yeah, I put it in A tier. Where did you put it?
I think I put it high B.
Why don't you just look at it? You have your phone right there.
Okay.
Very good. I mean, come on. Where'd you put it?
Oh, yikes. I put it at the top of C, but I'm definitely going to put B.
Okay.
Above Avatar Book 2, yeah?
Yeah, I actually had it below Avatar Book 2 in my respective tier list.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, I talked you down.
Yeah, but
then do you want to put it under?
Which do you think? So do you think Interstellar is better than Book 2?
I think it's definitely more exciting. I think it's definitely. I think that that's a toughie.
Yeah.
Because my very first instinct is I would revisit Interstellar before I'd revisit Avatar Book 2, but that's not true necessarily because I've already revisited Avatar several times.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, those are very comparable.
Okay. Let's look at it in like a vacuum. Oh, but even still.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, what? Oh my god, I have no idea how to frame this. I have no idea how to frame.
So you put it underneath book 2 in your list.
Correct.
I put it underneath book 2 as well. Let's do it.
Okay. But interesting that we were both like, is it? Is it?
Right.
Sorry.
Oh no. Now you can see us hit the mic. We do it every time.
Oopsies.
We gotta scrunch in.
If only we had if we had it like right here, just like more like fuck you. Okay. Bend it like Beckham.
Oh.
So fun fact. I am dating the individual Shama who we review this episode with.
Very recent.
And it's so lovely.
Oh, gosh.
It did break her heart.
Finally, by the way.
Did break her heart a little bit when I put Bend It Like Beckham in C tier.
Oh, no! I gotta say, though.
Yeah?
She's about to...
Oh, no.
Hate my guts.
No, did you put it in D tier? Wow.
I put it in D tier. And again, it's not...
Here's the thing. I think it's better than book 3 of Avatar because I did not walk away hating Bend It Like Beckham. I was like, there are a lot of issues.
I guess.
But I had fun.
The fact that we put Avatar book 3 at the end of C means that so much shit is going to go right above Avatar.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
okay, but I will say this. Bend It Like Beckham is not even remotely, like not even in my mind, as good as Brother Bear.
I mean, that's fine.
It just needs to be above
I would put it
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think book 3 is better than Bend It? Because it's the thing. Like I was disappointed with book 3,
right.
and I think part of it too was expectations. Honestly,
my thing with Bend It Like Beckham is this is the thing with Bend It Like Beckham. It is very nostalgic. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really actually do enjoy watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing on this list that if it didn't exist, I wouldn't really be missing anything. Like if it ceased to exist, I would just be like, okay. But but that's mean.
Not fair. Well,
yeah,
and that's also not fair
because
because we're comparing it to like a season 3. You know, if we just took away season 3, then we have 2 seasons. Like, how does this end?
It's also not fair for someone like Shama.
Yeah.
Who like this actually made a difference in her life. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Above book 3.
Okay. Oh God, where is it? Thank you. After that, we have Pony by Rex Orange County.
Oh, I bet you put that low.
I put that in C tier.
Oh, okay. I'll take C. I'll take C.
Okay, now where do you find it in C tier?
Better than book 3. Better than Bend It Like Beckham.
Yeah, I agree.
Better than Brother Bear.
I think for some reason, I put it below Brother Bear, but I think I'm with you there. I think it's better than 42.
I agree.
I don't know if it's better than Rowan Atkinson.
I agree. That's where he goes.
Okay.
Man, look at us.
I know. Wow, we were able to compromise
Finally
a lot.
agreeing.
Okay.
I know. Gosh.
Berserk.
Oh,
the
you might be shocked.
anime.
You might be shocked where I put this.
I put this shockingly also for me at the bottom of B tier.
Really?
Where'd you put it? I could be talked into like a variety of places for it.
Loved it.
Wow. Okay.
Because
when you look at it as a character study, it's better. It's a much better show. But I think like the production quality does hurt it.
I put it at the top of B tier. But
now that I think about it, okay, go ahead.
Well, my instinct just then was honestly my instinct is still at the top of B tier, above book 2 of Avatar.
I could be talked into that. Yeah.
I think Berserk might be better than Avatar.
Yeah.
It's just looking back, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Oh God. And I also think back to the episode that we did that was directly after watching the last episode of Berserk, and God, that gets me. That gets me. Okay.
It's great. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess there's also there is something to be said about it because like some of the stuff that we reviewed on the show is like stuff that we've already consumed but we want to share, right? And like Berserk was something that I had watched before that I specifically wanted for you to go through that experience because I'm sick.
Right. Because I'm sick.
And I want you to feel pain and agony and just like your guts torn out like every character in that show.
It's fun to watch
2.
me
Yeah.
writhe.
Yes. Next one is Lovecraft Country. So in my original tier list, I put it at the bottom of B tier, but I actually think it's at the top of C tier. Now I think it's I realize I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't see my fingers. I think it's at the and the mouse isn't even on here either. But I think it's above Florida Project. But I think it's C tier.
That makes sense. I put it at the bottom of B tier as well. So I'm definitely willing to put it at the top of C
tier.
But
I feel like it's more C tier because like I don't like it's a good show. But I think I remember just being so unimpressed by that white girl's acting, and how much it actively brought the show down.
I remember we talked about that we were like, I wonder if like they were so bad that we were wondering if it was a specific choice to make the white actors worse.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's how bad it was.
And I think the story was good, but sometimes I felt like the story was also shock. Well, but so was Berserk.
Oh. No, I think Lovecraft Country had intention.
What made it so much better was like actors being so good.
True, the actors in Lovecraft Country were
because sometimes that dialogue, like imagine some of that shit coming out of your own mouth.
That's true. It was very poetic.
I definitely don't think it's better than Interstellar.
Then yes, top C tier.
Yeah. It just feels right.
And we can rearrange it. We'll come back.
Sure. All right, we have the Master. I think I put the Master in B tier. I think it's a great movie. But like there's nothing like you walk away from it and you're not like a changed experience.
Yeah.
But I think it's so well done.
I think it is a very well done movie. I think kind of like you said, I think it's kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
Like the only reason that I might actually put the Master right underneath Lovecraft Country above Florida Project personally.
I would put it right under Interstellar on B tier because I think like as a product as a whole, I think it's better than Lovecraft.
I think it's better made than Lovecraft Country. My thing with the Master though is that I'm going to remember certain scenes in Lovecraft Country till the day I die. And I already have forgotten most of the Master. Other than that one scene. Yeah. Other than that one scene with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix where like he has
that interrogation, yeah.
That is one of the best scenes that we have seen in the entirety of the show. But yeah, Lovecraft Country, like those little fucking girls with the minstrel show girls.
Oh my god, yeah.
I can't get that. I still to this day dream about that shit. It sticks with me. Anyways.
Queen's Gambit, I put in A tier. At the bottom of A tier. I think Queen's Gambit's great. Whoa.
This is the thing. I have now bias.
Okay.
With the Queen's Gambit. So as everyone on the show knows, I am a teacher. With my students at school, this became kind of a phenomenon. Not the Queen's Gambit, but our episode on the Queen's Gambit. They write the phrase, "Is chess hot?" on my board.
Well, you're the one that wrote the description. For those of you who don't know, Mac writes all the descriptions. I occasionally have input, like I wrote the Berserk description, but very rarely do I have input. Not because I don't, but it's just
we have jobs. We've divvied up the jobs.
We have our corners and so.
And I gotta say, the Queen's Gambit is really good. But
I love this non sequitur.
I'm sorry, but every single time that I think about it, I just think about all of my students coming to me and saying,
"Whoa.
It's
chess hot?"
Every time. And they say it just like that too.
Wait a minute.
They have to do it just like our description. Whoa, wait a minute.
Chess hot?
Every time. Which is an apt description still.
Yeah. I think it's like so surprisingly well done. I think it's really great. And I think it's pretty
well done as well.
Anya Taylor-Joy is a treat. And like everybody's acting for the most part is really, really good. And it's like it's just like there's a reason why sometimes like things are overrated, but I think by like society this was properly rated.
So you want to put it at the bottom of the A tier?
I think is it better than John Coltrane's Alabama? Yeah, because like it's tricky comparing it to Alabama because it's never going to have that cultural impact.
Right.
It's really unfair.
Then I'm wondering could I talk you into it being at the top of B tier?
Okay. Go.
So I think that the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
I think that if you look at the A tier right now and the types of things that we're putting in the A tier, it's not like we haven't just put things that belong in A tier. We're kind of making a tone for that category. Like in that category, I see
Impactful.
all-time greats.
Yeah.
I see cultural phenomenons.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Queen's Gambit
I'm with
is
you. Okay.
a cultural phenomenon, is an all-time great.
Yeah. It's a bit unfair, don't you think? Because it's so well done. It's so well done. And like considering that C is more average, you know? And it could be argued that like Berserk is a cultural phenomenon. Not cultural. That's not fair. But like in a smaller sect, you know? While like we have Seven Samurai, which changed film, and then we have like I'm Not Your Negro, and like James Baldwin is so influential, and then we have Alabama, which was so influential as well, and then what's above that is like perfect work.
Yeah, which is hilarious that it's the fucking Bob Emergency.
Well, you know that's how it works out. But like,
God,
and we're attaching a lot of weight to I'm Not Your Negro and Seven Samurai.
We are.
I'm not Seven Samurai. Excuse me. But Alabama.
I don't know. It would just feel weird to put it in the same category as those three.
We're gonna have to revisit, but for now, I think
I'm willing to go back later, but
yeah,
let's just wait to see what A tier looks like.
Dragon Quest 1. I had a fun time playing this game. It is a D tier.
I agree.
Okay. I mean, like, it's good, but it's old. It's old. I don't recommend anybody playing this, but like,
I think we said several times in the podcast. We were like, it's cool.
Yeah.
We played it so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to experience the past, by all means. And you won't have a bad time.
Yeah.
But it's old. It's just old. I'm happy that we did it, though. Siberian Lady Macbeth.
I had a lot of bias with this one.
I put it... Where the hell is it? Oh, I put it in C tier.
Yeah, I put it in D tier.
Wow. We enjoyed it, though.
I really did enjoy it.
So what happened?
I'm willing to put C tier as well.
But what happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
It's just the fact that it's not very accessible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would recommend it to people that aren't artists.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I do think that it is a C tier. Looking at what we have right now, I think it's a C tier.
Better than the Florida Project, worse than the Master.
Oh.
Where do you see it? Do you see it lower?
One lower.
You think it's worse than Florida Project?
Better than Korra.
Okay. Well, let's look at it in the context of Florida Project. Is this better than Florida Project?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking no.
Yeah, I'm thinking no. I thought about it again, and I'm like, thought about the specifics. Okay, The Wire.
Oh, we're getting into this now. I put it
at the top of A tier.
Okay.
Now we have entered The Wire. Oh goodness.
Let me see. Where did I put this a little bit?
So I will filibuster for you a little bit.
Okay.
I put it at the top of. It's so good. It's so brilliant that like, and what's cool is that like you can watch season 1 of The Wire and like be done if you want to, because it's such a complete story, but it leaves just enough loose ends for them to continue later on. But it's so complete and so whole and so full, and the writing is impeccable and the acting is incredible, and it's just what's up?
Before we get into this, I'm curious. Just rank the seasons of The Wire for me.
4. Hold on. Well, I have it right. I have it right here. So I did 4.
Agreed.
1.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I don't. I'm so sorry. 4, 3.
Agreed.
1.
Okay.
5, 2.
Okay.
I was confusing the screenshot for 3. I got confused. It's actually in the middle of A tier.
Okay.
So. But I think I'm willing to put it between Seven Samurai and I Am Not Your Negro. Cool. All right. Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's a comic.
That's a comic I kill. We're gonna discuss that one. Actually, right now. Okay. I'm sorry, Molly.
You put it straight at the bottom.
It's not a good show. I do not recommend this to people.
I don't think it's that bad.
I think, Molly, if you're watching this, or anybody affiliated with Molly Cersei, you did a good job. What brought down the show so much was it's the worst writing of
any anime.
Any anime, for sure. Potentially any TV show that I've seen.
Wow.
It's
wow,
really bad.
wow.
Because here's the thing, Mac. I think about it and I hate it.
Okay.
I think about Akame ga Kill and I get angry. I don't get angry about anything else on this list.
Okay.
I think it's legitimately really bad. Wonderfully animated.
Yeah.
Sure. Acting overall, pretty good given what they got. Writing, it's the worst writing. It's so unbearable to me because of how bad the pacing and the writing and the overall storytelling is. It is legitimately atrocious, and it upsets me that people like this show. For like partially because of the story, like it makes me upset.
You know why I'm willing to put this E tier?
Yeah,
because if it's not E tier, I don't know what else is going to be.
I will tell you on my tier list, it's the only one that's an E tier.
I put a couple things in E tier just because.
Where'd you put it? You put it in D tier?
I think I put it in E tier as well, to be honest.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and keep it E tier.
All right.
The main reason that I was so shocked at this time is because I think it's going to be the only thing in that tier for our list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next up we have the season 2 of The Wire. I believe I put it at the bottom of B tier for mine.
Are you willing to like dip into the C category?
Sure. I think it's the best in the C category.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. And it's also like it's one of those like book 1 a little bit. It's better when you look at the show as a whole.
Of course.
And like after our interview with Ralphie after after season 5, I'm like, wow, wait, no, season 2 was sneaky good. It was just so different that like I didn't accept it at the time. Right. And like, do I think it's the worst season? And like, worst is very harsh indictment because it's so great. Yes, but still fantastic overall.
I think this is easy for me.
What is it, Mac?
I think this is an easy A.
Well, what is it, Mac?
Mad Villainy?
Yes.
Oh, so sorry. Mad Villainy. The next one's Mad Villainy.
Here's the floor, Mac.
MF
Would you like to
Doom
step
and
on
Mad
it?
Lib. Sorry. I was just getting excited.
I put it in S tier.
Respect. S tier it goes.
I think it's a perfect hip hop album.
Let's go.
Because I wouldn't.
I was just afraid to put an S tier because
I think I was
trying to be exclusive.
For S tier, and now kind of like looking at what we have right here, I think it's at the bottom of S tier for me.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No.
Thank you.
I believe I put Phineas and Ferb Roller Coaster musical, the 2 episodes that we saw, in D tier.
I did as well.
I think I put it below Dragon Quest because it's just like, what's the point?
I agree.
And also, if you're just watching those 2 episodes, what's the point?
True. I think that we only...
It was a joke episode. Also,
yes,
kind of.
We did that just for Ispank and Hannah. Yeah.
We have season 3 of The Wire, which I put at the very top of A tier.
I can respect that.
All right, cool. That was easy to talk you into. Oh goodness. All right, Rick and Morty. Let me look at my. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it at the bottom of C tier. Where did you put it? D tier?
No, I'm shocked it's so low.
Where did you put it?
I put it at the bottom of A tier for me.
Oh God, no. Oh Jesus. All right, God. Like it's one of those things that like you know how like you feel about folklore, for example, and how you think that folklore is so overrated.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about Rick and Morty.
Okay,
I think Rick and Morty is the most overrated thing that we consumed in this show. I think it's not as good as people. Excuse me, it's not. Yeah, it's not as good as people give it credit for.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I'm getting the phrasing wrong. I think it's so overrated because it's like I appreciate the writers like showing you we can write a good show that if we want to, right? But they're purposefully not writing a good show, which is like fine.
So funny though.
But like, but then it's like it's also like not a good show, and that doesn't make the show super duper clever. It's just what they want to write. Sometimes people want to write serious shit, and sometimes people want to dip into a comedy every once in a while. Where are you gonna put it? Dear God, no! God, no!
You said you put it at the bottom of C.
What?
You said you put it at the bottom of C,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, at the bottom of C. Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're taking it down from A, going up from C, I think this is the thing. In the context of the series, Season 2 of The Wire is amazing.
I am willing.
Standalone, I think Rick and Morty is better than Season 2 of The Wire. Standalone.
Because where I'm being talked into right now is in between Rowan Atkinson Live and Pony. Okay, maybe below Avatar Season 1 and above Rowan Atkinson. That's where I feel that like I'm talked into right now. I don't think it's better than Korra. I don't think it's a better art than Siberian Lady Macbeth. I don't think it's better than Florida Project. I don't think the show is better than that. It's not that like is it funny? Like sure, yeah, but like I guess for me also like so much of it is like crude humor. It's crude. I think crude humor is so easy.
Okay.
Does it do it creatively? Yes, it's probably the most creative crude humor show you're ever going to watch in your entire life.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. You can put it under Season 1 of Avatar.
But like, yeah, I think the show gets too much credit.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, is it creative? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's just poop jokes.
Sure. Now that we're getting into Season 4 of The Wire.
Yeah.
This is the big question.
Okay.
Is it better than The Bob Emergency or second place?
It's better. It's the best thing. It's the best thing that we saw.
This is
the
true.
Best thing that we saw.
It is number one, the best thing we saw. I agree.
I had trouble breathing throughout almost every episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, at least like towards probably like second half, but yeah.
Respect to that.
Yeah. Fleabag. I recall putting this in partially sorry, I was trying to read through a message at the same time because I'm bad at this. A tier.
I agree.
I put it right below season 3 of The Wire.
I agree. I'm so happy that you feel that way. I'm so happy that you feel that way. I did not expect for you to feel that way.
Well, here we are. All right, and then
really, wow, that's good. Okay,
yeah.
I don't know you like Fleabag that much.
The Wire season 5.
Fleabag's fantastic.
I think I put it at the bottom of A tier. I think season 1 is better. Because season 5 does have a little bit of an issue where it tries to dip its toes into too many pools.
Yeah. Do you?
But it wraps it up so fucking well.
Did you put that above Queen's Gambit?
Give me one moment as I look through my tier list. I did not. But
because I'm thinking that it goes under Queen's Gambit above Berserk.
I'm with you there.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. After that, we have Folklore by Taylor Swift. I think I put this in B tier.
Okay. I
think
all right.
But for this tier list that we're making, I think it would be at the bottom of B tier or at the top of C tier for me. Because like I enjoyed Folklore a lot. I have no qualms with it winning album of the year, but I also didn't listen to the rest of the albums. But that's unfair to judge. Well, but it isn't at the same time because I'm judging Rick and Morty for being overrated.
Okay, so is Folklore better than Lovecraft Country? Really put yourself back to Lovecraft Country. Think about the things you saw in Lovecraft Country. The minstrel showgirls, the peeling off of the skin.
Okay, hold on. It's definitely better than Florida Project. Folklore is.
Okay.
So now
I'm willing to say it's better than Master 2.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking. Yeah, because like I wanted to watch The Master with you because I thought the character relationships in that was very interesting.
It's
we
true.
Were
they are
hot off the press with Berserk.
Yeah.
And so I want to look at another character study. But I'm brought back to Folklore. Like I want to listen to Folklore again. I don't want to watch The Master again. So yeah, I'll give you that.
Wow.
Okay.
We're coming to the end here.
All right. Then we have. Oh my goodness! I didn't put Seasons of Limbo.
Oh my god. We're just gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to. I was looking through. I guess
Titans.
I guess because I got disoriented.
Rude.
I remember the Titans because we're about to record it. That's my bad. But we'll discuss Seasons of Limbo. The corner. I put the corner in the middle of B tier. I said it was better then I put Seven Samurai really low. I said it was better than the Master. I think it is better than Master.
Do you think it's better than Folklore?
Hold on. I mean, I also think it's better than Lovecraft Country.
I think so too. Do you think it's better than season 2 of The Wire?
As a whole, the corner. Let me think. Can you filibuster a little bit for me?
Of course, yeah. I personally think that the corner is not better than season 2 of The Wire. I think I'd put it right underneath season 2 of The Wire, above Lovecraft Country.
I think so too. Let's talk about Seasons of Limbo.
Do you want to do that after Remember Titans?
Yeah, so I think part of it too was that this is why I didn't have a thumbnail for Season of Limbo yet, so I went into my files and I just ported everything, and I knew we were going to record Remember the Titans, so I thought I had all my bases covered, and I didn't. But let's discuss Seasons of Limbo.
Did I put Remember the Titans on? I must have. Oh yes, okay.
Yeah. And so, Seasons of Limbo.
Oh no, let's do Remember the Titans first.
Okay. I put it in B tier for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna
definitely better than 42.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. I think it's better than Pony. I think it's better. Better than Rowan Atkinson. I think it's better than Rick and Morty. I think it's better than Avatar. I think it's better than Korra. And now I do think it's better than Siberian. I think it's better than Florida. I think it's better than the Mass. I do think it's better than the Master.
Yes, I agree.
Do I think it's better than Folklore? I think so too. I do think it's better than Lovecraft Country. Is it better than The Corner?
Now we're getting tricky.
Okay.
Okay, hot take.
Okay.
The more I thought about it, hot take.
Yeah.
I think Remember the Titans might be at the bottom of B tier for me.
I think so too. I think
really, actually?
Yeah. Honestly,
there we go.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that we put Remember the Titans so high.
Okay, Seasons of Limbo.
Oh, this is a toughie now. This is really hard.
Gosh,
on the spot.
What I may do right now is I'll just make a very impromptu logo of Seasons of Limbo. Don't mind me.
Okay. As you're doing that.
Yeah, you can see this, but okay.
Seasons of Limbo. Because it was very good. I think that like at first glance, whenever we listened to it the first time before we had our interview with Prometheus, with Jonathan Hodges.
Right.
I think that it would have been more like somewhere in a C.
I think so too.
Like a middle C.
I would put it between either Rick and Morty and Rowan Atkinson or Rowan Atkinson and Pony.
Yeah, but after we talked to him,
yeah, because I mean we had that experience. We had that experience with Ralphie as well. That like I feel like we had a higher opinion of season two.
Whenever we were able to actually understand where he was coming from.
Exactly, like we were supplied with even more context.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, then I might go Seasons of Limbo. No, okay, so this is where it gets tricky. Would you say Seasons of Limbo is better than Remember the Titans?
No. Sorry. I'm just no.
Would you say that Seasons of Limbo is better than season 2 of The Wire?
No. Where are you putting it? Where do you think?
I think it's higher on C.
Sure.
I might put it right above The Corner. Tough for you.
No, I can't put it above The Corner. I'm sorry. I really can't. I can't do that.
That's okay.
I'll put it above Lovecraft Country, though.
Okay, cool. Can do.
All right.
Then we'll go right there.
Okay. This is our theoretical tier list. Is there anything else that we... Well, let's walk through it. While I'm still making this, could you walk through it?
Of course, I'd be happy to. So, S tier. Actually, you know what? Let's lead up.
Okay.
At the very bottom, we have a Come Got Kill. Not that it... I don't think it's as bad as Danny thinks it is, but we can agree on the fact that it is definitely... It's definitely the worst thing that we reviewed overall.
Yeah. I agree. I'm happy that we agree in that regard.
Yes. I don't think that it was that bad, but I do think that it was at the bottom of this list.
I do enjoy that, like, Give me 1 second. I do enjoy that we agree on our number 1 and we agree on our number last.
Our number last, I agree. Our number 37, 38, whatever we are on. Ugh. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, now we should rank our interviews.
No.
That's such a bad idea. Okay. Right above that we have Phineas and Ferb, which that does go there. Then we have Dragon Quest, followed by Avatar season 3, Bend It Like Beckham, Brother Bear 42, Pony, Rowan Atkinson, Rick and Morty, Avatar season 1, Legend of Korra, Siberian Lady Macbeth, Forda Project, The Master, Folklore, Lovecraft Country, The Corner, The Wire season 2,
right?
And that's C tier.
That's a very big C tier.
C tier.
We could probably spread that a little bit. Yeah. I think
I kind of like it being at the top of C tier though.
God, I could
I kind of like this going at the top of C tier.
What? Me too.
Then maybe we spread some of this lower.
I think because I still think book 3 is top of D tier. Oh dear. I think Dragon Quest is D tier.
I agree.
Because it's not a bad game.
No. Okay. Oh no, Sean's gonna be so pissed.
We're gonna need to talk. Hold on. We gotta talk about this.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have a talking to when you get home.
Oh no. When I get home, I am home. Oh fuck. Okay.
It would just be so satisfying if we could just get that one out of the way.
Stop that.
Purely for aesthetic purposes.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to me?
Just for aesthetic purposes.
Oh my god.
Because then it'd be a complete line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but oh god, Mac, I don't want to. I'm very nervous. Because like I do like Bend It Like Beckham, and I feel like D tier is like stuff that's like either we just don't recommend or don't like.
Yeah.
So do you feel that Bend It Like Beckham is in that category then?
No, I do think that Bend It Like Beckham is better than a D tier.
Yeah. So I also want to even it out. I also
feel like Avatar Book 3 is better than a D tier.
Or then we can put no, but The Wire season 2 really is top of C tier.
Yeah, it is. Okay, honestly, this kind of felt right, did it not?
Yes, that did feel right. Moving Phineas and Ferb, you're gonna have to commentate because I can't see the mouse.
Moving Phineas and Ferb down to E.
Yeah. I need the mouse back. Quick pause. I'm going to inject the Seasons of Limbo thing.
Inject.
And we're back. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the
Sorry, I just threw it to you all of a sudden.
No, it's fine. We were talking about how book 3 of Avatar should be more C tier than D tier. I actually like this list as is right now. Even though C tier is very cluttered, I do think that all of those things that we saw actually are C tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know that you didn't really, but I actually really pretty much enjoyed Avatar season 3. And I agree with you. The Wire season 2 does belong in C tier, even though it's the top. That's a good cap. So then we have in B tier. Now we're gonna start really getting down to the wire. In B tier we have Remember the Titans, Interstellar 5555.
Yep.
Avatar Book 2, Berserk,
The Wire season 5.
5, correct.
And Queen's Gambit to finish off B tier.
Yeah.
Then we have an A tier, John Coltrane's Alabama, I Am Not Your Negro, season 1 of The Wire, 7 Samurai, Fleabag, and season 3 of The Wire.
Now the S tier. This is where it gets for real serious.
I wouldn't change anything in the S tier.
I don't think so either. I mean, personally, I would like Oxenfree. It still isn't in my heart totally S tier, but I'm willing to put it there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's at the bottom of S tier.
Yeah.
Oxenfree, Mad Villainy, which is a work of genius. The Bob Emergency, which hilariously and stupidly is a work of genius. And then absolutely, The Wire season 4 should be at the very top of the list.
And that's it. Looking at it again and looking at it, with a quick reevaluation, I feel good about it.
Me too. This is season 1. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby.